Hi you guys, I just want to take the opportunity to show you one more thing you can do with May's Club Couture. I have done a serving platter, I have done lemonade glasses, I've done a coaster. Seems like I did something else, but anyway, I'm just going to show you yet another quick, easy thing to do with the Club Couture. Different surfaces, different reasons to do it, but you know, we're in summer and lemon is a big summer thing. So tomorrow night's the last night you can order this. Then we start into June's Club Couture, which I'm looking at right now, and it's a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Believe me, you're going to want this thing. So the Club Couture is $20 a month. You only have to do it for 3 months. You can do so many things, like I just said, with each one of these. And if you do join Club Couture, then you get the lower shipping price. You get some discounts on your stencils. And before I forget to say, this month, for every 2 stencils that you buy, you get 1 for free. So I'm going to do something a little bit new tonight. I have from the hard time getting up. From the Dollar Tree, I have just a soap dish.
Wait a minute, it's a $1.25 tree now.
You're right, $1.25 tree. I have just a soap dish. And what's going to be a little bit different about this is that, measure that. Okay, sorry about that. I cannot align things up without the ruler and everything, and I'd forgotten to have marks for me. So, he did it for me. So, the difference between...
See, even a guy can do this.
Paste.
Hey.
The difference between paste and ink, and I usually use paste, is that you use ink for anything you can heat set. Whether it is wine glasses, water glasses, tea glasses, plates, t-shirts, hot pads, what are the other things I'm thinking of? And they can be heat set in different ways. Like, obviously, this will go in the oven. A shirt would require an iron. What else did I forget? So anything, basically, anything you can heat, you would put ink on. Anything that you cannot get up to temperature is going to be the paste. So I don't know if I told you that we washed this with soap and water.
You mean the surface.
The surface.
The soap dish, right?
Yeah. And if you have rubbing alcohol, that is what I usually do. I just don't have it in the camper.
Well, I got some of this.
Stop that.
You can use this.
I don't think so. So anyway,
190 proof.
I had just opened this ink container, and so I'm taking it off of the actual peel-off part of the lid. So it's probably more than I'm going to need. But anyway, so I'm just going to lightly.
Carefully. Especially on that one side. To our left, my left.
And what I love about doing this kind of a surface is that if it's completely messed up, yeah, wash it off and start over. If you went a little too far over on something that you didn't mean to, like I think I probably just did, then you can let it dry, and before you cook it, you can go ahead and scrape that part off. But I came back with this much. I don't know if I showed you how much I had when I started. It does not take much. So I'm going to go ahead and peel this off. And when you peel it, just go slowly, because you don't want to lift any of the paste, or the ink in this case.
And you did go over a little bit into the next section of that.
Yeah, but this, you're right, I did. Okay, so this stuff right here isn't supposed to be there. And so when it dries, I'm just going to scrape it off real quick with, you can do a toothpick, you can do anything you want to get it off.
Before
I heat set it. And then I'm going to put this into the oven at 350 and let it go for 30 minutes. So if you're using the ink and you're wanting to do a bunch of stuff that's glass that you can cook, you might want to do 4 or 5 more projects before you do it. But remember that our paste packets, our stencils are multi-use. So You know, you can do several things that you want to do. You can go back and look at some of my stuff, but you might want to do refreshing and delicious on something. You might want to do lemonade on something. You can use any part of this stencil independently on any surface that you want to.
Now you can have a picture of your wife and you have the freshly squeezed part underneath it.
And on that note, thank you. Alright, so like I said, I've let it dry a little bit. I have a fancy dancy tool. You don't have to have that. You could use your finger. In fact, I'm going to need my finger. If it were to just be a disaster, which I don't think it'll happen, then you just put this under the faucet. You rinse it off, you wash it, you start again. Everything comes off. It is no big deal. And that's why a lot of times I suggest that you start on a really inexpensive surface until you feel confident. So when bake it, this just be kind of a fun little piece in the bathroom. Another way to use that stencil as well as many other stencils. I'll put the links to this in the video post. And again, if you are a TikTok user, I'll put my Facebook post, and you're just going to have to plug it in and go to that. It'll go straight to the link on ordering.
I guess you could use this for little appetizer candies or something.
Very little.
Yeah, something.
But honestly, y'all, if you bake this in, then it's going to stay. You can put soap in it. It'll have the little water stuff. It should stay perfectly fine.